Good morning, good morning, good morning. Quick video. As you can see, it's not very light out. Christmas season now, so it's dark in the mornings. The light you see now is actually from a street light. Yeah. So you know what? You have been deceived. You don't own nothing. Okay, a cousin of mine sent a video to me the other day. This Muslim guy giving a sermon, and he said that this famous other Muslim guy requested that when he died, when he was in his coffin, that they put both of his hands outside the coffin before they bury him. Right? So being buried, he would have his hands outside the coffin, and of course his body in the coffin, the lid closed, and he'd be buried that way. So they asked him, why do you want to have your hands outside the coffin? And his response was, to let the world see that you take nothing with you to the grave. Right? So you're born, right? Your mother raised you up, your guardian raised you up, somebody raised you up, you raised yourself, you fend for yourself, whatever. You become an adult, and all of a sudden you want, as a young child, you want toys as a young child. Yeah, forget the adult part. You're a child. You started to want things as a child. You just want bicycle, maybe a game console. Shoes, clothes. Some people want the opposite sex. You just want stuff. Alright, and you progress and want a car, and you want things like collectibles, some expensive toys, as an adult. You want a house, you want land, you want to own a business, okay? You want to get a career, which is ownership too. You want to get a college degree, ownership. You want to have a successful business. You want to get a position in life, politics, leadership, whatever. You want to be a big guy, CEO. You want all these things working for in life, working hard and sweating and working and fussing and deceiving and being deceived and sacrificing this and that, for all these things. And then when you die, you might as well just hang your hands outside the coffin. Right? Put your hands outside the coffin, because, what was all that about exactly? Right? That patch of land, for example, real estate, that you were so proud of, that you built a house on, or you renovated a house, or you bought a ex-movie star's house, much millions, what was all that about exactly? What was all that about? Think about that. What was all that for? Because there you are in a coffin with your hands outside the coffin and they're empty. What was the point of all that? And the Bible says, I'm paraphrasing, of course, we must labor to store up treasures up in heaven, where the thief can't get to, where the moth can't get to, where rust can't get to. Right? Treasures in heaven. Bible says where your treasure is, your heart is. But what we do is we store up treasures here on earth, and then when you die, King Solomon said, all my labor, after I die, some other man is going to come and take it over, and I don't know what he's going to do with it. Right? But if you labor, for the Lord, and you store treasures up in heaven, nobody, like Jesus says, nobody can take that from you. And that is what you're going to have. You see your hands, your fleshly hands hanging outside the coffin, they have nothing. But your spiritual hands, they have everything, if you labor for God. Bible says some of us will be saved, and when we go to heaven, our works will be burned up with fire. We'll be like hay and stubble. We'll be saved, but you'll have nothing in heaven, because you spent your life trying to labor for things that are here today and gone tomorrow. Even your body, you labor to make your body look good, and you stay healthy. You know, your body is temporary. Your body is getting old regardless. You know, your body, you could have a nice body and you walk outside and a car hits you. There goes your body, right? And there goes the body back to dust. And what have you got? What was the point of your life? What is the point in getting a career, a big house, and position? What is all that about exactly? You know, I've come to realize, that, well, now I'm at this point in my life, that means nothing to me. When you're young, when you're young, you're crazy. You have this, you feel like you're going to live forever, and, you have all these ambitions, And no doubt, we have to work. It's actually, we have to labor. Work is good, labor is a curse. Really and truly. When God made us, we had to, take care of, He gave the man work, gave the woman work, tend to the garden, take care of it. But it was more like a labor of love. It was more like, everything is perfect, just keep it up, something to do. No, you have to labor. Yes, you have to work. Yes, you have to go again. Because, life is hard because of sin. Life is hard because of people, really. It's people that make life hard. Sin, selfishness. So you have to, build up a defense. You have to really, get your own place, get your own things, yes. But is this constant aggression, selfishness that people have, wanting more and more of what they cannot keep? It's bizarre. I own this car, I own these cars, I have these women, I have this hot wife, I have this amazing house, how many acres, and I'm like, today that doesn't mean a thing to me, it doesn't faze me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you know what, man, I got fresh air to breathe, I got a little food to eat, I'm good. But most importantly of all, I know the Lord. I got Jesus Christ. I know the King of Kings. I know the God who made all this. I serve Him. I honor Him. I try my best. Not perfect, to obey Him. And that's it. That's the whole duty of man. Like the Bible says, to love God and keep His commandments. Once you're doing that, everything else don't matter, because everything else will fade away. You're gonna stand before the God of His universe when you die. You're going to. Right? And all the stuff you're busy with, is that what He wants you to be busy with? Is it worth it? What's the point in me building up an empire on earth here to just simply die and leave it? That's just futile. And if I build up a godly empire that perpetuates, God's commandments, that's great. But I wouldn't call it an empire, I would just call it, laboring for the Lord, storing treasures up in heaven. That's what I would call it. So that's what we must do. All is vanity. All is vanity except what you do for the Lord. Good day. Jesus Christ is Lord.